Hello, I'm KevyCat, and I have been a bit foolish, as there's been an oak tree here all along, and I've been concerned about getting oak saplings. Anyways, that was definitely quite a silly mistake. But on another note, my farm here has been just continuing to, do farm things, provide me with resources. It has grown slightly, especially with these berry bushes here. I now have enough berry bushes that I can probably actually just survive off of eating them. However, on a more important note, I've... What is the Oh yes, I've actually gotten a solid amount of stuff done in terms of just this house here. I'm not sure how I'm going to link these pillars into the main body of the building, but that's definitely something I'm going to do. Anyways, it just looks like it needs to be holding something up, essentially, to look decent. However, I've actually run out of spruce wood, which is honestly kind of surprising considering the amount I got. Which is why I'm going to set up a small, spruce plantation on this hill here. Anyways, I'm just basically here using up all the resources available to me in terms of the land. And also, it seems there's a small, just, cove down here. What was I going to say? But that could be useful for building some sort of boatyard. However, for now, I would say that my main concern is just, getting something in so that the house looks better. Also, on another note, I feel like these sections along here would look a lot better if they were stairs instead of, I'm sorry, stairs instead of planks, so I'm actually going to test that. Let's say I were to install some stairs along here. Yeah, I do actually think I prefer that. So, stairs confirmed apparently. Wait, actually, 6 planks go to 4 stairs? Was that right? Am I wrong? No, 6 planks go to 3 or 4 stairs, despite stairs being smaller than planks. What on donkey's ears is going on here? Anyways, I'm thinking, on other notes, I should have a door somewhere in here. Right now it seems like I should have the door here since that's where my base is, but on actually thinking about it some more, the main road will likely be over there or over there, but if I come check this way, this hill seems like a good natural barrier to end it, so my main area is probably going to be actually over this way. It doesn't look very big. Actually, there's quite a lot of space that's just lifted up a bit because of the way the, sorry, my mind's blanking yet again, but that's just lifted up a bit with that stone there. So realistically, it would probably make the most sense to put my door here. It's going to look pretty questionable for a bit, just because I don't actually have the wood needed to finish it, so it's just going to be doing the funk, as you can see here. However, once I just get a bit more wood and fill it in, then it's hopefully actually going to look pretty good. I'm currently debating whether or not I want some sort of big grand roof. I feel like that would make it look a reasonable amount better, but at the same time I feel like it could make it feel a bit clunky and top-heavy. So that's something to ponder. I'm going to be doing other things for a while. I'm not just going to work on this house. But I think for this episode I'll limit myself to the house, since that's sort of what the whole thing's about right now. Also, the horse is just stuck under a foot of the house there. I'm going to have to do something sometime about that. But anyways, for now, that's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, these berries grow super quickly. I already have 44 of them. So realistically, sorry, my mind is continually blanking. But realistically, I think they grow quickly enough that I could survive off of berries. On another note, I'm just going to come over here and harvest some more spruce wood because I need it to actually get the house to a decent state. It would be more efficient at clearing out this wooded area if I were to come in with a flint and steel, but the problem with that is just that flint and steel's the burning forests down doesn't actually give you any wood, since it's all burned. So that would really be a huge waste of time and resources. However, for now, I don't know why I added the word however. Sorry, for now I think I'm going to stick to just base building, essentially. Because really, that's essentially, in my opinion at least, one of the most important parts for starting up a survival world, having a solid base. Obviously when I was doing the Quest for Netherite series, which was on the same world, by the way, there, I didn't have a base because I was just, trying to beeline to getting that specific resource, which was Netherite. And in my opinion, that was kind of a good idea, since now I have, a nice, good head start on the game. And I'm not going to have to go back, say, 20 episodes later and try to get Netherite. It's just, I don't know. I really like that I did that, personally, because it means that... What is with my head today? I just can't remember things. It basically means I have good resources from the start of actually doing survival, and I'm going to be encouraged to keep them up since I wouldn't just let my pickaxe break. Between episodes, I'm probably going to do a reasonable amount of grinding to get more Netherite, since you need Netherite to repair Netherite things, basically. And I also am going to want to make more Netherite items, so I'm going to actually go back into the Nether and make myself some... Not make myself, but collect some more Netherite. Actually, what you collect is technically called ancient debris and not Netherite. But Netherite's made from ancient debris and gold, so it's fairly similar. On another note here, I think I have almost enough wood, so I can probably just go back soon. I'm making, my own little forest clearing here, with all this stuff being cleared out. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could use this for something sooner or later, having just, an open area near the foot of my hill. I'm not sure what I'd use it for just yet, but I do know that this is a large open area that looks like it would be good to build something in. And see, it's right next to this hill, which is basically connected to the hill I live on. So if I were to... Well, I have a stack of wood too, that's convenient. Yeah, if I were to just climb up this hill face here, then in theory... Yeah, I'm just down the little bit a ways from my house. I'm definitely liking the way this is looking so far. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to go with it entirely. I still have a bit of uncertainty as to that, since I said the same thing 2 different ways 2 times in a row. That's rather silly. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm just going to get some more of the stair work done. So, in theory, I just come in here and... Yep. Also, I am actually giving that grass time to grow. Oh, nice. My melons are starting to grow. I now have melon income as well as berries. So, now I'm definitely not going to run out of food as long as I keep just keeping up on these resources. Because really, I don't know, I keep losing my train of thought, sorry. But melons and berry bushes, I don't know about melons actually, but berry bushes, grow incredibly quickly. And here, I'm going to, I have enough wheat that I can grill myself a new piece of bread, or make myself bread over, half hour. Because 2 pieces of wheat grilling really is not enough to make yourself much bread, but it's enough for some. And I do still have those cooked pork chops, so I'm not going to be using any of that food for a solid while, actually. I think what I'm going to do here is, like, move the stairs into the wall. I like the way that looks. And then say, yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking. Actually, you know what? I think for now I'm actually going to leave the stairs tuned out. I prefer the way that looks. Ideally, I might even have like a piston door that would retract these blocks and those up there. That's something to keep in mind, but I have such minimal space that hardly seems realistic. I think I could pull it off though if I had sticky pistons. The one problem is, I don't know how to find slime chunks. Like, I don't know, that is just completely beyond my knowledge, how one is supposed to go about finding a slime chunk. However, this seems to be just coming along well. And slime chunks are probably the kind of thing I would do off camera and just spend however long figuring out how to find them. And then I would go actually find a slime chunk, and then I wouldn't start recording until I, found a slime chunk. However, on another note, I've said these stairs are coming along nicely, with some equivalent, some silly number of times in a row. I tend to just repeat myself a lot. However, in theory, right along here, it does look like it's all actually about finished. I just need to make myself a whole cajoodle more stairs, and then that's going to be that. Realistically, I don't think this is enough stairs to also do the top, but I'm going to try and see if it is, since there's always a chance. But basically, I've said this already, but there's a less than one-to-one conversion of stairs, not stairs, logs to stairs. So it actually is quite a wood sink just making stairs. Because, see, you can break 8 blocks of wood and turn them into stairs. Or 6 blocks of wood even, but it goes to 4 stairs like this. Which means you just don't get enough, basically. So I have 8, and I need 12, I think. Help, hog rabbits. Also, I've been thinking about names for the, unnamed horse who lives under the house in the tiny hole. Oh, I thought I'd actually made enough of this stuff, but apparently not. I need 4 more, so I need to just craft 1 more batch. But the problem with saying, like, I need to craft 1 more batch is crafting a batch of stairs is really expensive and gives you fairly small, just, results. However, now that's done, I think I can start actually making windows. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just tear out this wall and play around with it until I get a window configuration I like. I already know I'm probably going to put slabs on the top and bottom, and that's how I'm going to do it. But other than that, I'm not really sure. Would something like this work? Like a big window and 2 small ones? I mean, that's the kind of thing I normally do, but that's not a bad thing in my opinion. I sort of like the way I normally do windows. That's why I normally do them. However, also, like, normally when I do windows, I'm just building some generic thing in creative mode and not actually trying to build a base in survival mode. This may also be one of the first, like, entirely visual projects I've done in survival mode, since most of the time when I build a base or whatever in survival mode, I'm not at all trying to, like, make it look particularly nice, but I'm actually putting in some effort this time. On another note, I believe 3 wood goes to 6 slabs, so 3 wood goes to 3 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I think I need to make 5 batches of slabs. Either way, Oh, I actually have more spruce wood in my inventory, thank goodness. But if I were to do this with my windows... Oh, so I should just sleep now. On another just totally random note, when I was doing my Quest for Netherite series, my episodes were actually perfectly aligned to the day-night cycles since they were just 20-minute episodes and 20-minute day-night cycle. I like these windows, by the way. But then the problem is one episode got cut about 10 minutes short, so it ended up getting funky. And then after that, what happened is that the last episode of the series ended with actually, what if I used stairs to make this window? That way I could center it. But anyways, then the last episode of the series, on that other note, actually was about 6 minutes since I achieved my goal, and then I just stopped playing then, and went back later and started doing this. So it's, I believe I need 3 batches of stairs. What that means is that now, that combined with me doing things off camera, has caused this all to be just totally not aligned with the day-night cycle anymore. Anyways, as you can see, doing stairs that way has actually improved the alignment a bit. One issue I have is that from the inside, everything looks flat and the windows look a bit high up. So I would need to do something to make this all look just, a bit less flat. It could just be putting clutter like chests inside, but from the outside I actually really like the way that looks, since using stairs allows me to have a single window in the middle. So it's one, and half one, and half one. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy with the way that turned out here. So I'll just come through and harvest these things again. Because, of course, this is the way I personally play Minecraft. If I have a manual farm, I'll generally just periodically stop my work and harvest the farm. That still hasn't grown. Anyways, my melon farm seems to be in full swing. So... See, there's another mill. Oh, pod rabbits. My melon farm is no longer in full swing. It's going to be running at 5/6 speed for a while, simply due to the fact that one of them got broken by me being clueless. However, sorry, my throat's rather scratchy. This all seems to be going pretty well. So, well, now I need to figure out a roof, which is just... Basically, now I need to figure out a roof, which is not something I want to do in this episode, so I'm going to actually cut it a few minutes short here to 18 minutes. When I come back in the next episode, I will have probably cut some of this cobblestone and just, done generic grindy work. We'll see whatever that happens to be then in the next episode. However, for now, actually, not for now. Also, I probably won't work more on the base in the next episode. I'm going to put that on a bit of a hiatus. So, we'll see what happens in the next episode. And I'm KevyCat, and bye!